We have some new updates about a new X-Men movie coming soon. I'm guessing this is after Secret Wars, because I don't think they'll jump into an X-Men universe during Avengers. But we've got Cosmic Wonder to tell us what's going on, so let's get it.
Looks like Marvel Studios might actually be revealing some new X-Men at San Diego Comic-Con, as we have a new report that Adam Driver has been cast as Magneto. Right away, go ahead, let me know what you think about that casting. I've asked my Discord, and a lot of fans seem to be really conflicted about the casting. Some people like it, some people hate it. Where do you stand? Let me know. Now, we got to break down this report in depth and talk about how there is actually a lot of weight behind this report, and Marvel Studios just recently promised us that we are going to get a look into the future of the MCU at San Diego Comic-Con, which is happening for Marvel Studios Hall H, July 25th. So next weekend, we might find out that Adam Driver really is Magneto, and we might get some of the future X-Men cast revealed to us. They promised to look into the future, and the future is the X-Men. Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has already stated that many times at this point. But let's dive into the original report. So originally, yesterday, My Time to Shine Hello said, "Scoop, we have our first casting for the MCU X-Men reboot. Sources have told me Adam Driver has been cast as the villain." Now, that report is very interesting on its own, but
if
then
it said as the villain, does it mean Magneto? Could mean somebody
and said,
else.
"I can actually corroborate this. He's playing Magneto."
Oh.
And this is interesting because recently, Apocalyptic Horseman was the first to correctly report that Scarlett Johansson had joined the Batman Part 2, and also that Josh Brolin had been offered the role of Hal Jordan in Lanterns. So, they've got a lot of credit. They've gotten a lot of reports right recently. So there is some, credibility behind this. Now, a lot of people have been talking about, does this make sense because of the age of Adam Driver? Magneto should be older. Magneto should be older than Sadie Sink, who I think everybody knows. I totally believe she's Jean Grey. I think all the signs are there. I think it's obvious at this point, but I get it if you still are holding out that she might be somebody different. But if you get Sadie Sink in there, and you get a new Cyclops, and you get all these new X-Men that are basically going to be the first class under Professor X, they're going to be young. Kevin Feige has confirmed. Jake Schreier, the director, has confirmed. The writers have confirmed. This is going to be a young X-Men team. Adam Driver is not old, but he is older than, mid-20s. But Magneto should be. Professor X should be.
They could do anything.
Now, I think him as an actor, he's a great choice. I think he should do a really good job, but there is something to keep in mind that offers even more backing for this. He was reportedly going to play Reed Richards in the MCU at one point in time.
Yeah, he was.
Right? I'm sure everybody can think back and remember when we were first talking about the Fantastic Four cast. Adam Driver's name got thrown out there a lot, and we pretty much believed that he was going to be our Reed Richards. Some people loved it back then, some people hated it back then. I'm sure it's kind of going to be the same thing now for Adam Driver possibly playing Magneto. Now, of course, you have to imagine him the right way, not as he is right now. So he can play a good villain, right? He'd probably have to dye his hair, probably would have to be white or silver. But him as an actor, I think he would do a really great job. I think he's a great actor.
I think I liked him more in Force Awakens.
He is kind of at this point Disney royalty. Remember, he's Kylo Ren from Star Wars. Disney owns Star Wars. Disney owns Marvel. So easy connection there. And if Disney really likes him, and if Kevin Feige really likes him, which I think Kevin Feige does, because I think at this point in time, it's basically confirmed that he did meet with Marvel Studios many times, probably about Reed Richards. But after they decided no, Reed Richards isn't like specifically for Adam Driver, what else could be? And maybe they landed on Magneto because Kevin Feige has already said that's how they work. They meet with actors a lot, and sometimes nothing comes from it. Sometimes they talk about many different roles until landing on the perfect one. So yeah, he probably met with Kevin Feige about Reed Richards until ultimately they were like, this isn't it, talking. And now that the X-Men are here and they need a Magneto and Professor X and everybody, but that conversation with Adam Driver might have been, hey, what about Magneto? Like, I'm not trying to compare him to Kylo Ren, but it is a character who is sometimes good, but is also a villain as well. Kylo Ren was a little like that, started off as a villain, but by the end, kind of turned. So maybe he wants to play kind of a character that's kind of complicated like that. And Magneto is one of the best Marvel characters ever, right? Like, I would consider it an honor to play Magneto. I'm not an actor, obviously, but I would like to think that almost any actor would consider it an honor to play Magneto if they knew about the character.
But again, so cool to play
let me know what you think. Now, like I said, not this weekend, but next weekend is San Diego Comic-Con. Marvel Studios has already put out their own report, their own tweets, everything, their own article on their website, stating that we are getting a glimpse into the future as to what's to come for Marvel Phase 7.
So, obviously we're going to get that Avengers Doomsday trailer on the 25th of July, so that is next... Is it next week or the week after? No, the week after. I think, yeah. So stay tuned for that. And with this new X-Men movie, I think they should do it after Secret Wars, because it'll just make so much sense. So that means we're going to get the X-Men in Secret Wars as well as Doomsday, which is pretty good, because I love the X-Men. I don't know more than Avengers, but